Hello. I am very happy to report that at the International Vipassana Teachers gathering at Spirit Rock last week, we took time to contemplate the Dharma and climate change. And the basis for our discussion was the letter we received from you, the Sangha, us the Sangha, where in a few short weeks actually 2,000 signatures or names were put to a letter, a sincere letter of request to ask the teachers to contemplate this. The letter came in scroll form with the signatories, your comments, your questions, your care, your concern, your encouragements. And the scroll was just ritually placed by one of the nuns in the center of our circle of teachers by the feet of a Buddha image where he's touching the earth. This was the basis, and the signatures were from around the globe, many from the USA. So flags all over the USA on the little Google map, Canada, Finland, Norway, Sweden, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Spain, and places I'm forgetting right now. And the sense of this lighting up of this Sangha, of this particular lineage of insight meditation, coming together to want to look at this pressing need where there is a lot of suffering around with this. So we studied the facts together with an expert and Dharma practitioner, Bob Doppelt, who came to give us a presentation. We listened and watched a beautiful video from Joanna Macy where she's flying over the tar sands, and very moving and poignant reflection. We did some of our own practice of looking at our inner responses as we were holding this together. What was arising for us? Whether habitual things, old things, and whether they were fresh responses, new responses that were arising. All of it to be seen and held. And we explored if there were responses that wanted to come from individuals or subgroups or the whole group. So I would say this topic now is clearly in the discourse of our community, part of the zeitgeist of our this particular international teacher body. And we were looking at it also as this sort of catalyst for awakening of us, of all of us. That this clearly, the need to awaken from the delusion of I, me and mine, and the separate self-sense tinted with the lenses of greed and what I can get for myself and what I can push away, and all of that we know from our practice, but how this is in a very real way showing itself in the world right now. Many seeds have been sown, firstly, on very good soil, and it's the soil of all our collective practice, the teachers, the Sangha, every sincere being who is looking into the co-arising of the inner life and the outer life, that these aren't two different things, and that there is our responsibility to awaken for the love and the joy of it, and for the ending of suffering of it. So we've heard that individual teachers who were there have begun speaking about it in their sanghas who maybe hadn't before. There are subgroups forming to look into teaching curriculums and learn from what we can from others who've already picked this up very clearly. Groups looking at social narrative, groups looking at various things which the information hopefully at some point will be on the One Earth Sangha. And one lovely initiative that's come is what we're calling Earth Care Week, that in the first week of October many teachers have committed to dedicating that week to teaching around Dharma and climate, setting up events, setting up commitments together around carbon and renunciation and exploration and what can be done. And many other creative possibilities. That's all in everybody's hands, actually, what we all make of that together, the teachers, the Sangha, whoever's interested. That was something beautiful that can come out of this. Yeah, there's so much more I could say, but maybe I just finish by saying thank you to Lou and Kristen for their support and encouragement, and having One Earth Sangha as a real resource for us to go forward with this work.